Hello everybody, my name is Deku and welcome back to Eve How to Eat Life, or Eve's How to Eat Life. Today we're going to be watching Tokyo Ghetto. I know the next one should be Insomnia, but I saw this one was in the watch order playlist and we haven't watched this one yet, so that's what we're going to be doing today. I want to first thank everyone who's a part of the Patreons, right here, right down here. There's new paid members. You see that? Lentil Soup. Shout out to the G out there. Then over here we have all the free members. If you want your name listed right here in a custom font, color, name, you can become a member on the Patreon or on the YouTube. It doesn't matter which one. You all get the same benefits and everything like that. So, without further ado, let's get into Tokyo Ghetto. Subtitles. God damn, that's loud. Dental. Has Eve ever done an anime opening? This voice sounds very, very familiar. I don't know if I've ever heard their voice before, but I feel like I've maybe heard it in like I don't know why I did that. I don't know. I got free will. I have free... Oh, fire. Look at this cool fucking lighter. This is my grandpa's. It's not lighting. Well, rip. Oh, anyway. Back to what I was saying. I need to take shit up your back. Alright, back to it. Dude, infinity! Okay, I have to keep pausing this, by the way, because I want this video to be monetized. But I have so much to say. I know people always like it whenever reactions, like, let the thing play out before stopping and then playing again. But I kind of have to not do that. Because I have to, like, literally pause every few seconds, because if there's more than, like, 10 seconds of audio, it'll get copyright struck. That really does remind me of Toby and the Hat Man, right? Where, like, he had a thing following him around too. So I'm wondering how this relates all to How to Eat Life in the end anyway. It looks like it was the Jamaican flag. This is a very interesting art style, very rough. 7 years ago. Okay, yeah, that makes sense of why it's so rough. So far, I'm really reading this as, like, the song is trying to talk about self-worth and, like, what it means to have worthiness of yourself. But also, like, worry, too. That's a kind of a, maybe I'm weird in thinking that, but it does really feel like that. Because all of the words and quotations about you better bite your tongue, you better like stay quiet, all this other stuff, it really does feel like also like societal pressure sort of thing. Interesting, because the quotations obviously are stuff that he's being told himself by other people. This character design is also very interesting because it very clearly is representative of like the very early ideas of how to eat life, but also the the mouth right here where it seems like it's constantly baring its teeth like it's ready to chomp, trying to Also looks like it's like a mask too, so like it's not the actual teeth being showed, but also at the same time kind of reminds me of those like, right? That almost looks like a ReZero character. What am I doing, dude? Ooh, those eyes on the back. Those eyes on the back reminds me of the bagman that Toby carries around in later episodes. But I doubt it's the same person. But it does seem like one of those things where I wonder if these are like personifications of hunger, right? Why everyone always has like these things following them around, these demons. I wonder if like maybe they're like tied to them in some way because like they have eaten them and then they have like kind of like vice versa. They've both taken a bite out of each other. They're all in the same like back room sort of thing. Clearly the town is also talking about Tokyo Ghetto, like what the background we are seeing in these videos is. Sute. Ooh, whoa! It's the fucking owl from Owl from Tokyo Ghoul. Almost 2020? But the first video takes place in 1946. Very weird. Very, very weird. Very, very weird. We got this guy in the background sneaking around, but it also seems like, again, not really a mess because we see his mouth open. All these, like, demons and gluttons around. There's a recurring motif of the idea of eating. This, like, liquid thing is very interesting because it seems sentient. It seems alive, right? Where these arms are, like, kind of coming down in a very specific way. So... Video games. I'm imagining this is very much more one of the esoteric videos. There's plenty of symbolism in here. I can tell a lot of story, but it's also one of those things where, like, it's not fully concrete. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people who are really big fans of it can, like, retroactively look at stuff and be able to tell what's going on, but as somebody who's just starting into it, you can't really tell what's going on, and that's totally fine, right? It's kind of like reading the beginning of, like, Bleach or One Piece and not fully understanding, like, the future implications of what are being said and other things like that, and possible retcons that come later. Yes, all these characters, too, remind me of, like, ReZero characters. Like, this is very much like what a ReZero character looks like in terms of, like, the very, like, sharp, slanted eyes. Very cool. This one, too. Very interesting seeing all these, like, almost hog-tied shoes, maybe representing the fact of, like, all the people that this person has killed or eaten or something like that. Rain is also a very big motif, but there's clearly stuff about flooding and other things like that going on, about how the rain brings change and the like. Feel a set of glowing eyes on me right there. Fluttering like a butterfly. I spilled a bubble on coffee. Take another step. Everything is precious. Yeah, it is very interesting that those, like, quotations are very much leading into the very idea of, like, eating and things like that. Like, everything is precious, so you gotta eat it, which might be an interpretation of it. I also love the background. All of this is very, like, all of the art is very shitty, right? And I don't mean as in, like, the basics of anatomy or composition are bad. I mean in terms of, like, the line art and other things are very scraggly. It's not fully rendered. There's not a lot of, like, shading in terms of the way that you would see, like, a more adept artist use, which is totally fine. It looks very, very fucking cool. I always like the very kind of homemade look to it. I mean, if any of you guys have seen my own art, I have a very scratchy style, but there's a difference between scratchy and, like, not confident, right? And a lot of these strokes seem to not feel very confident, but it's still very, very good regardless. But, yeah. This final big thing. I feel like that's just, like, symbolism of, like, overwhelming hunger. Like, exploding and right? Alright. Well, zoom on in. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. That was very, very good. If you listen carefully, there's actually 3 voices singing. Eve's the girl, and the blue guy. The girl's voice is ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, I mean, I heard that too. But, yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like down below. If you want to support me, I have a Patreon, I have a Cash App, I have other things like that. I always feel disappointed whenever I do these videos because they're only 20 minutes. And I feel like I'm just, like, watching it and I'm not saying anything, and people aren't going to come and watch and see shit. They're not going to actually, like, stay and enjoy it, and then they're not going to come to the Discord server, and then the revolution's going to fail! But, yeah, thank you. Sincerely to those that are here and everything like that. Remember, check restriction mode. Make sure it's off so you can support your fellow creators. hype the video, like the video, subscribe, hit the bell, leave a comment, let the fucking video get into the algorithm and other things like that. Let people see more and more of content that you enjoy if you want to see more of this sort of stuff. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you to the members and patrons, aka the Ultimate Fleet. Saline, Peachy Bun, Sleepy Sheepy, Lolo Bartazal, Finch R, Eminelli, Bell, Lily McMillan, Henri, Shira, Angel313, Andrew Ortega, Ariana Henry, Yoan, Test, Helen, Miles Morales, Buglarka Boggy, Another Dragon, Moonze W, On You, Lind the Vocaloid Nerd ARG, Distar, Leah, Yui Izumi, AT, Chocobo/Chris, Annie, Shen Guang, #1 Ash Bradley fan, Michaela Malone, Gondala, Haruka Sakurai, It's Hope, Mealy, Sin Amon Klein, CEO, Ori, Questionable Decisions, Indami Sochiro, Shali, Purist Failure, Shelly, Joe, Futa Kajiyama, Nami WP, Kaku, Gukan, Mono, Cerulean, Brixie, Undying Flames, Nail, Rookie Go Boom, Pregnant Valentino, Hey, Makoto Kayano, Luca, Lunar Eclipse, Valis, Tivita, Anna Beatrice, Lodikosi Kos, Ariana Scroggins, Zahara Yavuz, Lidit Katrayan, Hania Jankuwaska, Maria Rosales, Saiva, Game Roblox, Catherine Stacy. And now, a very special thank you to the paid tiers, starting with Fresh Pirates, Yui Izumi, Shelly, Angel313, Haruka Sakurai, Flowers, and Amelie.
And lentil soup.
And now for the crewmates, Saline, Makoto Kayano, and Shelly. And finally, an enormous declaration of veneration to the highest paid members, Shelly. If you wish to support me, you can do so through the links in the description down below. You are all a part of the crew, but only some get recognized. You can join for free or become paid through the links in the description down below. It's as low as 99 cents or $2.50 a month. Thank you so much.